What happened? I got a call for a safety inspection. It was an abandoned applesauce factory. I saw a shadow and then was hit on the back of the head. I guess I was taken here, but where is here?
Wakey, wakey.
Nathan Montague.
Well done. You win today's prize. The prize of having me as your company.
What is this? What's going on?
I've been keeping a low profile these past few years, waiting patiently for my parents to grant me safe passage to their safe haven in the Himalayas. That day finally came. Everything was arranged. The plane ticket came in, and I was good to go. But then I realized I can't leave Midland City without tying a few loose ends, without saying goodbye to my dear, dear friend Anise Alvarez, especially after all the good times we had together.
So you went to all this effort to what? Get revenge? Kill me?
My dear Anise, if I wanted you dead, I would have already done the deed. Now, I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to.
Then what do you want?
I brought you here so I can be your audience of one. I just have one teeny tiny request and I'll let you go free. That's a promise.
What's the request?
I want you to say I'm right.
Right about what?
About everything. I want you to tell me that I am God's gift to Earth. That I, your arch nemesis, have finally defeated you. That I am better than you.
You're quite the comedian.
Careful with that attitude, Miss Alvarez. If you don't give me what I want, I will kill you, and it won't be pretty, I assure you. But I don't want to. I'd rather you live with the bitter shame of defeat for the rest of your life.
Okay, you win. You beat me.
Oh, come now! You have to do better than that! That wasn't genuine at all! No, you have to truly believe what you say.
And how do you want me to show that?
I'll leave that up to you, but I'm afraid the clock is ticking. My flight leaves in about 3 hours, which means, factor in the check-in and safety measure nonsense that I'm sure you love, you have 59 minutes. 59 minutes to tell me what you know in your heart is the truth. 59 minutes to tell me how charming and generous I am in giving you this opportunity to save your own life. 59 minutes to... Wait, correction. 58 minutes.
What a lunatic. He did a good job tying me up. I can hardly move. God, I hope Erica and Jen know I'm missing. How long was I out? Is help on the way? At this point, I won't count on it.
57 minutes!
Mind games are my best option right now. But I need to be careful. Has to be balanced. I need to throw him off just enough that he makes a mistake. But not too much to where I provoke him into stabbing me.
56 minutes!
I have just one question. Why? Why do you care what I think? Is it because I defeated you in the anti-safety brigade?
In a way, you're correct. You're just the latest in a long line of opponents, and I've beaten all of them. All the people who ever doubted me throughout my entire life.
It goes back to your childhood then, right? It always does.
Yes, Dr. Freud. And I suppose you want me to tell you about my relationship with my mother, huh? Sure. We have 53 minutes. Let's indulge each other. I actually had a decent relationship with her, at least when she was alone. No, more than decent. She gave me a lot of love. It was difficult for her to get pregnant. She and Father tried and failed many times. One day, she finally became pregnant. The miracle baby. My memories of this time are fragmented. I only remember bits and pieces, but I think this was the most joy I'd ever feel in my life. I suppose that's true of anyone that age, right? You're not exposed to the harsh realities of the world, the dogma of kill or be killed. At least not yet. Father always wanted a son. He wanted me to follow in his footsteps as someone who reveled in ruthlessness to get what he wanted. Unfortunately, at the time, I couldn't meet his high expectations, and I was frequently punished. Much as she supposedly loved me, Mother never stopped him. I later came to realize that Father was a desperately unhappy man. I reminded him of his weakness, and that's what caused him to take his frustrations out on me. When I learned he was just as weak as I was, it motivated me to become stronger. Strong enough to beat him, my first opponent. At the same time, in school, we were learning about different animals, and it got me thinking. Spiders create silk. Skunks have their spray defense mechanism. Certain insects can shoot acid out of their bodies. What can humans do? What can humans create? Feces. We create feces. Disgusting and foul-smelling, but our creation nonetheless. It would take a lot of guts, true alpha male mentality to eat my own shit. And sure enough, one day, that's exactly what I did. I ate my own shit. It filled me with so much power. If I could do that, I could do anything. Whatever I set my mind to, I could beat Father. The next night, I was locked in the closet after dinner as punishment, as I usually was. But this time, I made sure to take a couple laxatives beforehand. By the time Father opened the door to let me out, I had smeared feces all over my body. I leapt at him like an animal, bit and scratched his face, letting out all of my rage. We never talked about this incident, but I left him many scars that he still bears to this day. The following week, I was sent to boarding school. There I learned just how easy it was to manipulate people and defeated more opponents. But that's a story for another time. When I finally returned home, Father saw me as an equal. I helped him in his business plans, and eventually, yes, this led to the genesis of the Anti-Safety Brigade. But my mind still goes back to that time I went from powerless to powerful. The lesson that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Well, what do you say to that?
What can I say to that?
You have 39 minutes to figure something out.
Ever thought about what your life would have been like if you went down a different path?
The path of weakness?
You're on the path of weakness. Look at yourself. All you care about is beating people and proving yourself right. Think of all the time and energy you spent on that when you could have been more productive. Helped people.
What, like you? The person who's tied to a chair right now?
You said it yourself. When you were a child, you experienced love and kindness. Think back on that. How that made you feel.
Yes, love and kindness from a weak mother that couldn't protect me. Is that the person I want to be? 32 minutes. Let me tell you something, Anise. The last time we spoke like this in the courthouse, you were the one in power, and I freely admit that. But think of the kind of strength it takes for me to be able to completely reverse our positions. You need to respect that. You need to admit my greatness.
Time is running out, but I have to keep going.
Perhaps you are right about love and kindness, in a way. Because that's just what I'm giving you now. I'm giving you mercy, and I hope you can appreciate that.
An owl? What's it doing here in the daytime? Unless... Let me tell you something, Nathan. I do remember our time at the courthouse. I said you were pathetic. You were nothing. That dealing with you was a waste of energy.
There's nothing more tragic than wasting energy on nothing. That's what you said. I kept going over it in my mind until it could no longer affect me. So don't think you can use it against me now.
When I said that, I was wrong.
Oh?
People like you are a joke. But, given enough time, the joke becomes real. A menace, a danger to society that can grow out of control when unleashed. So no, you're not nothing. You mustn't be ignored. You should be destroyed. You should have been dealt with much earlier, before you could get power. Every day I'm thankful I stopped the Anti-Safety Brigade when I did. Saved a lot of lives on both sides. But at the same time, I regret not stopping you sooner.
So in other words, assuming I heard you correctly, you are in fact admitting I'm great and powerful, because I am real. I'm not a joke, and I've grown too strong for you. But I need you to be more clear in your words. Damn! Okay, you forfeit the rest of your time. All I need you to say is, Nathan, you are strong. You've beaten me. 7 simple words. Do it now!
Nathan, you are strong.
Anise! Anise! We're coming!
Hurry up! Say the rest and I'll let you go!
Nathan, you are strong like the stench of garbage that needs to be thrown away.
You insolent little... Stand back or I'll do it! I'll kill Anise!
Anise!
Oh, shit!
I'll do it! I really will! Just say it! Please say it!
You okay, Anise?
How did you find me? The owl?
Yeah, I guess she sensed you were in danger. Good thing we followed her all the way out here.
I've been doing calf raises and thigh lifts, buddy, and there's no way you're gonna be able to get out from under there, so don't bother trying.
Nathan, let me tell you this. I think it's safe to say that you've been destroyed. What I really want for you right now is to get help. Please. find the goodness within and bring it out, no matter how hard it is or how long it takes.
Anise, one question.
Yes, Nathan? What is it?
If your friends hadn't showed up, would you have done what I said?
Absolutely. There's the old saying that actions speak louder than words. Definitely true in this case. I wouldn't die for my pride. Words are cheap. But I'm sure I'd be convincing enough for you to let me go. If it came down to it, I would say anything, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Let me give you a parting gift, Nathan. You are strong. You've beaten me.
I did it! I won! I beat you, Anise. I beat you. I won. How long will I have to be in here this time?
You missed your flight.
Yes, well, I had to take care of something.
I hope it was worth it.
How long? Have they arranged another flight? Tell me!
All you had to do was go straight to the airport. You would have been in the Himalayas right now with your parents.
Yeah, whatever. Just answer my question, Al!
Commissioner Stevenson, I'm done protecting you.
What?
Your parents told me I finally paid off my debt. All that waiting for things to blow over. Well, you certainly blew it. They're very unhappy with you.
What are they going to do?
Nothing. You had your chance.
What?
You're looking at kidnapping and attempted murder charges. And I understand several of your anti-safety brigade activities will be looked into more thoroughly now.
You have to do something, Al. You need to. Otherwise, I'll tell everyone about you. I will.
I've always appreciated your sense of humor. I will miss it.
What? Where are you going? Get back here. Come on, you can't leave me here. Stop. Come back.